Hey Sarah, good afternoon. Hey, I was just wondering, it's already been 2 weeks since you moved into that house. Are you all settled in? How are you holding up?
Oh, hey, Arlene. Good of you to call. Surprised that anybody was keeping track of it. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Well, our kids are about the same age and will probably be going to the same school.
I'm a bit settled in, but still getting used to the place. But I did get a feeling for the neighborhood and a good idea where all the shops are, especially the supermarket.
Oh, yeah? You do all your shopping, huh?
Excuse me?
Well, you live in that huge house. I figured you'd have a maid or two to do all the grocery shopping and cleaning around the house.
Yeah, right. Well, I am planning on hiring a gardener and someone to do the house maintenance when it's needed, but no maid at the moment. I plan to do all the cooking and cleaning and anything else that needs to be done.
Oh, really? I see. I didn't realize you had such a working class mentality.
Are you serious? Working class mentality? Seems a bit rude.
Oh, please. I was only kidding. Don't take it literally.
I'm sorry, I really have to get back to work.
Don't tell me you also work. Yeah, right. I've never seen you leave the house for work or anything.
I work at home. Online. With all the technology now, you really don't have to leave your home. Things have really changed in the last few years.
Is that right? I thought you were just a regular housewife. I see. So you're working.
Okay, like I said, I really have to be getting back to work. Goodbye!
All right then. Talk to you again.
Hello, Arlene. Do you have a little time?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, my son Carl. He was saying something weird today, and I was just wondering...
Yeah, Carl. What about him?
I hope you're not offended by what I'm about to say, but I had to make sure I had it right. Could you verify something for me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. What is it?
Again, I'm just trying to confirm something, so don't take it the wrong way. Are you seeing James? Like, just the two of you meeting somewhere?
Huh? Why do you ask?
You know that your house is on the way from my son's school, right? Carl said he saw James going into your house on several occasions.
Oh, I see. So he saw him, huh? Well, I suppose if there's a witness, there's no use in denying it. Yep, that's right. Your son isn't mistaken.
I have been meeting with your husband James on numerous occasions.
And I have to admit, it's very... how can I put this? A mature, adult relationship, if you get my meaning.
You're not serious.
I am, and we've been seeing each other quite a few times. You've probably noticed that he's been out quite a bit recently.
Yes, I certainly noticed that. It hasn't been his normal everyday routine recently. Now I see what's going on.
Ever since I saw him when you were first moving in, well, I had my eye on him.
Excuse me?
The reason why I sent you that line message was just a ploy to get acquainted and be a little closer to James. Worked out nicely in my opinion. I really have to thank you for acting as our matchmaker, if you will.
Hold on a second. Arlene, you're forgetting something, aren't you? You're married, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's right. But my husband is away on a business trip. No, Not really a trip, though. He's working out of state for about a year now. That's why I was able to make my home our little love nest, if you will.
Let me get this straight. You're married, but you have no qualms about having a fling? What in God's name were you thinking?
Oh, having a fling! It's nothing of the sort. You don't understand, Sarah. We're in love. We're both in agreement. We both want this. No one is having a little fling. This is the real deal.
What I'm saying is it's not what a married woman would do.
What can I say? We are in love. There's nothing we or anybody else can do about it.
You're being totally illogical. You can't just say you're in love and that's it.
There's nothing to worry about. All you have to do is divorce him and I'll marry him. Everyone's happy, right?
You are totally demented. Besides, there is no use talking with you. Anyway, let me ask you a little about James. I may even have to force you guys to stop seeing each other. This isn't over.
Oh my! Did I anger you? If it's about compensation, don't worry about that. I'll pay for that, no problem. And as for James, he's staying over at my house tonight, so he won't be home for dinner or breakfast.
Let me just ask you one thing. Why James? Why did you target him?
It's obvious, isn't it? What does a woman want from a guy the most? Money, of course. His high annual salary, and he's certain not lacking in that department.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, maybe I talked a little too much, so may as well tell you.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Your husband makes $500,000 a year, and I did the deed with him. So just hurry up and divorce him and forget about the whole thing.
Okay. $500,000 a year? What the hell are you talking about? Where did that come from?
Okay, see ya.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize you had lined me since last night. I had my phone in my briefcase. Didn't notice it until now. Sorry. You messaged me a bunch of times, I see. Is it urgent?
Urgent? Are you nuts, James? Of course it's urgent. Do you realize what you've done?
Huh? What is it? Are you pissed about something?
Oh no, I'm not pissed, dear. Of course I am! What the hell were you thinking? Where the hell are you anyway?
I'm at my girlfriend's place. The one I recently started seeing.
Are you talking to Arlene?
Huh? You know about her, sis?
Yeah, I got it straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, now that you know, I'm going out with Arlene. As you already know. So I don't know why I'm telling you. I know your kids go to the same school as hers, but I would appreciate it if you would not make a big fuss about it.
What is it with you, James? You seem so blasé about it.
Huh? Really? I think I'm actually acting pretty normal.
You do realize that she's a married woman.
Huh? Say again?
I'm saying that this Arlene of yours, she's got a husband.
Excuse me? You're kidding, right?
By your reaction, I can tell that you had no inkling.
I know she has 2 kids, but I figured she was a single mom. She never mentioned a husband.
She said her husband is working out of state. At least for a couple of years, it seems.
You're not serious.
What's Arlene doing now?
She's still asleep.
How about her kids? Where are they?
She has the kids stay at her folks' place when I stay over, so they're not here at the moment.
Okay, I see. Just act normally and don't say that I called or that you know she has a husband. Just do as you usually do and come straight home. I know you probably have some affection for her, but we have to do something. For now, just get home and we'll discuss what we'll be doing going forward.
Okay. Yeah, sis. See you later then.
Sarah, are you there? Where is James? Do you have him locked up at home? Where is he? I haven't been able to contact him the last couple of days. What have you done with him? Just because he chose me over you? That doesn't give you the right to come between our love. You're really playing dirty, you know that, Sarah.
Lock him up? Are you serious? I don't have some weird fetish to lock my little brother up in his room.
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean, little brother?
Yeah, my little brother James. I call him Jimmy, actually.
Huh? Hold it a second. You're telling me he's not your husband?
Jimmy, my husband? Are you serious? My husband died 3 years ago. So that $500,000 that you had your eye on? I'm sorry to break it to you, but that annual salary can't be my husband's. Obviously.
You're making this up, right?
And no way Jimmy has that kind of annual salary.
You're kidding, right? Then who is it that has the $500,000 annual salary?
Maybe you're thinking of our grandfather who recently passed away?
Your grandfather?
You might remember that there was an old man living here alone before we moved in.
Yes, I do recall there was someone living there, but I didn't give it much thought.
That was our late grandpa. Or, more accurately, he was my husband's father. When he was alive, he was a pretty well-established real estate owner. And he bought and sold property all around the state, even some out of state. I was told he made close to $500,000 a year. Before he passed away recently, he divided up the inheritance and he drew up a will that would leave an equal amount to all family members. As for this house, he left the house to my husband and I, then to me, since my husband passed away 3 years ago.
Oh, so does that mean... That means you, Sarah, you're the sole owner of that huge house?
That's right.
You're not serious, are you?
Luckily, my grandfather knew that I would be able to maintain the house financially, and he knew that his son cherished the place. It had a lot of memories, so he left the house to me. After my father retired from his company, we all moved into this house. Me, my son Carl, my younger brother James, and my folks. The 5 of us live here now.
I can't believe this! James never mentioned all of this. So there was no reason to even take James from you.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were so adamant about going out with my brother. When I told him that you were married and that your husband was working out of state, he was pretty shocked. He had no idea that you were married. He thought you were just a single mom. As a matter of fact, you told him that, right? He feels he was duped into the relationship. So, I would appreciate it if you would leave my brother alone. He wants nothing to do with you.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of annual income does James have?
Well, considering his age, probably average.
Oh, really? Well, if that's the case, no thanks. I want nothing to do with him. Goodbye. Hey, Sarah, what's the meaning of this? Did you spill the beans about my little affair with James to my husband?
Yes, told him all about it. Actually, not exactly me. It was James. He told him directly.
Are you serious? He just went ahead and told him everything. Has he totally lost his mind?
Well, you know, my brother just couldn't let that pass. He felt he'd been conned. He simply couldn't let it go. I remember that you told me where your husband worked, so I told him. And then after he asked around and found out where to contact him, my brother felt bad about the whole affair. He didn't think you were married. He needed to apologize to your husband and told him everything that happened. He had to get it off his chest is what he had to do.
What the hell was he thinking? You know what happened because of his stupidity? My husband divorced me. That's what happened. Are you guys happy now?
Oh, is that so? That's really too bad.
And what's more, I lost custody to my child, and now I have to pay compensation as well as educational support.
Oh, yeah? Really sorry to hear that. Well, I guess it was your fault. I wish you luck.
Excuse me? What's with the attitude? Don't you even feel a little remorse for what you did? You ruined my life! I have no family now! What the hell am I going to do now?
Remorse? No, not a bit. It was all of your making. Because of your dumb little mistake, my brother was used like some toy and tossed away. How do you think he feels? He is my brother, and I love him, and I would do anything to protect him. You should be the one having remorse. The whole family is worried about my brother's mental stability. He was really hurt. Did you even stop to think about that? After he talked to your husband and confessed to what he did, he has finally come to grips with this whole mess. So I would appreciate it if you would just butt out and leave our family alone.
You can't talk to me that way. I was going to allow him to get back with me. Don't come crying to me later on because I will simply ignore him. I have way more important things to do.
What the hell are you talking about? You really think my brother would go back to you? You conned him into this because you thought you'd get rich. You didn't give 2 cents about him. He would never go back to a conniving, money-grubbing little witch like you. You show your face in front of us again, you'll regret it.
How dare you say such a...
I hear you had to promise that you would never come near your family again. Isn't that what your husband demanded of you? If that's the case, the same goes for our family. Please, get lost.
You people are evil! I was going to live with my parents, but they cut all ties with me. I'm alone, completely alone. What have you done to me? I have to work to pay child support. How can I do that alone? Isn't there one person in this whole world that will be on my side?
I really don't want to hear this crap any longer. Please get lost. I heard that Arlene never really worked much, just some part-time jobs here and there over the years. And now she is forced to work and pay child support all by herself. Well, it's all of her making. But after all that, she failed to admit her guilt. She finally found a live-in job at a family-run restaurant. It went okay for a while, until she started making moves towards the owner's son. She apparently tried her con game again, but the owner found out and fired her. On top of that, the owner pressed charges, and she was forced to pay compensation. By all accounts, the son was married. When I heard that, I just shook my head in dismay. But she wasn't finished just yet. Evidently, she borrowed money from some shady loan agency, and not surprisingly, got into trouble again. I later heard she came crying back to her ex-husband, apparently fearing for her life. But she soon realized she was no longer able to contact anybody. I never heard what happened to her after that.
Hey, Nora. How's the wedding preparation going? Is it all done? The wedding is next week. Relax, Travis. I know. Everything is prepared and ready to go. You just have to get up early on the day of and get dressed. That's great to hear. It's my first time being a groom. so I'm really nervous.
I'd be worried if my brother had a lot of experience in that. Just relax. Everything will be fine. There is still one more week.
I've been to my friends' weddings before, but I didn't think that I'd be this nervous for my own wedding. Oh gosh, what if I trip and fall during the ceremony? Or if my stomach growls loudly?
You'll be fine. I'll bring Mom and Dad's photos to the wedding. So if you get nervous, just look at their photos.
Oh, you're bringing their photos?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure if they were alive, they would want to be there too. They will be there with us in spirit. So stop worrying.
That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you, Nora.
Anything for you.
Without you in my life, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Thank you for always being so supportive of me. I will do my best not to let you down next week. Just wait and see.
I'm so proud of you, Travis. You've grown into a fine young man. I didn't think I was capable of raising you on my own, especially since I am not good at anything.
What are you talking about? You're the best sister/mother I could have asked for. I know I must have been such a burden for you. So don't say stuff like that about yourself.
Thank you. You're so sweet. I guess it was worth the trouble after all.
You're going to make me tear up. Anyway, I'll see you next week at the wedding. Please don't be late. It's my big day after all.
Yes, I know. And as for you, try not to have a nervous breakdown on your wedding day. Hey, Nora. I know the wedding is tomorrow, but I have a favor to ask. Do you have time right now? Hey, Emma. What is it? Is something wrong? No, nothing is wrong. But I want to make some last-minute changes to the wedding plans. Okay, what is it? I'll do what I can. Really? Thank you so much. It's actually quite an easy thing to do. I want you to be absent for the wedding. Excuse me? You don't want me there? That's right. You said you'll do what you can. So it shouldn't be a problem, right? I'm so glad that you agreed to help me. I wouldn't know what to do if you had said no. Oh, what a relief. Wait. Why don't you want me there at your wedding? I did say that I will do what I can, but for this, I have to think about it. What? Why? It's a simple thing to do. Just don't show up. This is a request from the bride. Can you at least tell me the reason? Why can't I attend my own brother's wedding? The reason is simple. It's because you're an old lady. An old lady? You're so much older than Travis. You two are 15 years apart, right? I know you guys have a great relationship, but for those that don't know you, they'll think he is your male escort or something. It's unbearable to watch. Male escort? For the sake of our guests, I think it's best that you don't come. I wouldn't want them to feel uncomfortable around you guys. Uncomfortable? Is that how you feel about my relationship with Travis too? I didn't want to be the one to tell you, but I was grossed out by it from the beginning. Grossed out? What about it was gross? You guys are 15 years apart, right? Travis and I are only 28 years old, and you are 43 years old. It's disturbing to see a woman in her 40s to have such a close relationship with a guy in his 20s. Just think about it. We are close. But that's because I raised him after our parents passed away. I'm not just his older sister. I'm also like a parent and a friend to him. I'm aware of that. But it's still creepy to think about it. Just look at the age difference. It's not like we can change our age difference. Yeah, but that doesn't change how others see you. The other day, my friend saw you with Travis. Are you talking about when we went to visit our aunt at the hospital? How should I know? I don't know what the occasion was. I care about what my friends think. My friend couldn't believe her eyes, so she called me. She thought Travis was your male escort. And you were some rich old disgusting lady. What? I think the problem here lies more with your friend than with me and my brother. You have no idea how embarrassed I was. I had to explain the whole thing to my friend. It was incredibly awkward. All thanks to you. I don't want others to think that my husband is a male escort.
If I go to the wedding, wouldn't that prevent this type of situation from happening again? People will know that I am Travis's older sister, and you won't have to worry about being embarrassed again.
It's not that simple. The damage has already been done, and I don't want to see you at my wedding.
That's really hurtful.
There have been other similar incidents too. You guys go on a family trip every year, right? Just the thought of that makes me feel a little sick. It's just a family trip. What's wrong with that?
And of course we have separate rooms. It's not like we always do everything together. It's really not that weird.
Not to you, at least. Anyhow, don't come to my wedding.
Wait, Emma! If you're so annoyed about our family trips, we won't do it anymore. I will also avoid hanging out with my brother in public. But please, let me attend my brother's wedding.
No can do. The bride doesn't want you there. And you should respect the bride's wish.
But
the wedding is about the bride and the groom. So when the bride doesn't want you there, you are not welcome. Don't make a scene about this.
But I am Travis's only family. And I was planning on bringing our parents' photos to the wedding. Please, can you let me attend the wedding?
Gosh, you are so stubborn. I said I don't want to see you at my wedding, Grandma. It's disgusting to see you two interact with each other. Do you want to make me puke at my own wedding? Just stay away, please.
Come and apologize right now.
Apologize? For what?
Come over to my sister's house and apologize. What is so gross about my sister? How dare you insult my family? Get over here and apologize.
Wait, is this Travis?
You asked my sister to not come to the wedding, and you said that I look like her male escort. You disgust me.
What?
My sister sacrificed so much of her own time to raise me. You wouldn't even understand. And you said all those horrible things to her. What is wrong with you?
Hold on. Let's all calm down first. Why are you on Nora's phone? Are you out with her right now?
Yes, I am. Because that's how close we are. We went to the cemetery to pay respect to our parents. I wanted to tell them that I am getting married. But I guess that was all for nothing.
All for nothing? What do you mean?
I'm canceling the wedding. How do you expect me to marry someone that insults my family?
What? Wait. What is happening right now?
There is no need to wait. You've insulted my only family.
Your only family? But you have me, too. I'll be your family as of tomorrow, right?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not marrying you.
There's been a misunderstanding. I know you're angry, but let's just calm down first, okay? I shouldn't have said all those horrible things to Nora. I'm sorry. I will apologize to her, so please don't call off the wedding.
It's too late. I see the real you now.
No, that wasn't the real me. I was so stressed that I turned into a bridezilla. I wasn't thinking straight. I was just jealous of your relationship with Nora.
What? Why would you be jealous of my sister?
I know you may not believe me, but this is how I feel. But don't worry, I'm not stressed anymore, so the bridezilla is gone now. Of course I want Nora to be at our wedding. I'd be terribly sad if she didn't come. I'll apologize to her in person, and I'll do anything to get her to come to the wedding.
What's with the sudden change in your attitude?
Like I said, it was the bridezilla talking. But I'm fine now, so please don't call off the wedding. If we cancel the wedding, your deceased parents would be sad too.
And whose fault would that be?
It's my fault. It's 100% my fault. If it's okay with you, can I talk to Nora? I will apologize to her myself. As for the wedding, let's not cancel it, okay?
Nora needs some space right now. Maybe later.
Travis, please!
I'll contact you when I get home. You can apologize to Nora then.
I will. I'll be waiting. I'll talk to you later. Nora, thank you so much for yesterday. I'm so happy that you accepted my apology. You even convinced Travis to not cancel the wedding.
I'm just glad that everything worked out in the end. Travis was very stubborn at first, but he came around. I've heard that weddings can turn the sweetest bride into a bridezilla, so I'm glad that you are feeling like yourself again.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here at this wedding if it wasn't for you. By the way, have you seen Travis in his tuxedo? I think he just finished getting dressed, so he should be in the changing room.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. even though you and I had a few bumps along the way, but I'm glad that everything is fine now. I'm so happy that I even cried earlier. Oh, you saw him in his tuxedo already! Well then, you should have no more regrets. Nora, you can go home now. Go home? You said you saw Travis in his tuxedo already, right? So now you can leave before the ceremony starts. What are you talking about, Emma? I thought we were good now. You don't honestly believe that, do you? I only apologized because I had no choice. I still hate you. And I don't want to see you at the ceremony. Hate me? Please leave. You look extra old with your ancient dress. I feel embarrassed to have you here, so please leave. Wait. So you lied about apologizing? But I believed you. Only an idiot would believe that. No wonder old people always get scammed. I don't get it. I'll tell Travis that you had to go home. And the reason is because you feel ashamed of your own outdated dress. You don't want to embarrass your handsome brother on his wedding day. I'm sure he will understand. Emma, that's enough. Why do you hate me so much? I just do. I hate how proud you look when you are with Travis. And the attention that you get when people find out that you raised him. I can't stand it. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Listen, no one cares about how difficult it was for you to raise Travis. In the end, you are just an old lady. Just look at your ancient dress. You don't belong here. If you really want to take part in our wedding, then at least wear a decent dress. If you can't even do that, then go home. Decent? This dress costs $50,000, you know. 50,000 pesos, maybe. That would still be a decently priced dress. But no, dollars. But clearly you don't like it. In memory of my mother, my grandmother had this dress custom made for me. I was planning on giving it to you once you join our family, but I guess you don't want it. Wait, what? I also have other dresses that are worth about $100,000 in total. Not to mention the vintage bags, diamond rings, and gemstones that my parents left us. I was going to give it all to you, but I didn't realize that you hate me this much. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just keep it for myself. What? $100,000? How come you have so many things? I thought we were fine after you apologized, but that apology was a complete lie too. I will go home as per your request. Let me just say bye to Travis before I go. No, wait! By the way, your parents seemed very interested in my dress. They were asking me about it earlier. They wanted to know more about it, so I told them that I'll talk to them later. I guess I'll go and say my goodbyes to them now also. Hold on a second. Don't go, Nora. You don't have to go home anymore. Please stay. No, that's okay. I just ran into Travis just now in front of the restroom. Let me say goodbye to him now. No, wait! Emma, I will never forgive you for what you've done. I'm stopping this wedding right now. Hey, Travis! There has been a misunderstanding. It was the bridezilla talking again. Do you think I would fall for that again? Nora told me to forgive you yesterday. So I did, and carried on with our wedding plans. I'm extremely disappointed in you. I never want to see you again. Wait, Travis! I won't make the same mistake again. Please don't leave me. Please don't cancel the wedding. I beg you. I'll do anything. Please forgive me. Travis told me that he would handle everything, so I went home after that. Of course, the wedding was canceled. The guests were appalled by Emma's behavior, and no one really blamed Travis for calling the whole thing off. As for the wedding cancellation fees, Emma had to pay for it all. Emma was so embarrassed to face her co-workers after what happened that she quit her job. And all her friends that were at the wedding quit being friends with her. On the other hand, Travis told me that while his heart recovers, he wants to spend that time helping me to find happiness. Thanks to him, I've been meeting many wonderful people.